I haven't seen you in a while. The last time I saw you, I went to a friend's party, and I brought, my wife and I, we couldn't get a sitter, so we just brought our baby. He was just a couple of months old at the time. And this friend also knows you. You were at the party, wasn't expecting to see you, and you started giving me tips on how I was rocking the baby. Never had a child before that I know of. And I apologize. I was rocking the baby kind of like this, and you walked over and you just stopped me and said, no, 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 no. And then you proceeded to move my body at the correct tempo, and it turns out you were right. Well, that's all the time we have. I want to thank Bill Murray for being here to Child Speak with Conan O'Brien. No, but I thought...
I'd forgotten the part, but I do remember cradling you and holding you ever so gently.
Yeah. And, I didn't have a baby.
Well,
we were
he's
just
a big
hugging.
guy, so he's rocking this child. So the, you know, in like golf terms, the arc of his swing is about 9 yards. So the kid is pretty much, you know, accelerating. It has a real, like, oh God, at Disney World kind of feel like, oh.
Yeah.
And you see the brain itself begin to separate from the little membranes inside the skull.
Yeah.
The look. But it's fine. The kid's alive still?
Kid's still with us, yeah.
That's
Nev,
great.
little Nev. But I was being too, you know, I tend to be a little rough. And
yeah,
you...
well, it was, you know, your first night out with a kid, you want to say, I love my child, I love my child, let me kiss it so hard, you know, and then they get hurt.
Yeah.
Then there's bruises. I'm sorry, I took it to a are
Now, you also, are there other tips? Is there anything else? I mean,
Well, it's the holiday season. I've got one that I'll pass out to the kids. I mean, if those of you who don't tune into my regular show, Mr. Know-It-All. But this is one I learned. Actually, there's an adjective that goes with Mr. Know-It-All, but that's on the website. But there's one other thing since the holiday season, which is good. If you have your child's how old now? About
14 months.
Well, it's probably already happened. But it happens with kids the first time that they get gas, that it's a really terrifying moment. It happens about 6 months usually, and. Has this happened yet?
Huge gas. Yeah.
So
which is definitely on my side of the family. Something that is still around. Yeah.
Your side of the bed, too.
Yeah.
So they get this gas and they start screaming, and it's a real loud scream, very, very loud, and they can't. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? The band is like out cold.
Yeah, no, they're listening.
They start screaming uncontrollably, and you don't know what it is. It's like, does it need to be changed, or is anything stuck in its throat? You don't know what it is, and the baby doesn't know what it is either. It thinks it's exploding.
Right.
It's because it's like there's no, and it really hurts because they don't have any idea how to like regulate or, you know, kind of like, you know, hiccup or, you know, kind of like, you know, anybody looking kind of thing. They have no moves.
Right.
So it's just an explosion about to happen, and it's just an explosion about to happen. They don't know what it is. So. And it happens right at the peak of your sleep deprivation moment, when you've gone without sleep for about 6 months, and it's like, you know, the kid screams, and it's like, he's going to wake up and take care of the kid. She's going to wake up and take care of the kid. It's like, you know, you're both faking, like the husband and wife are both faking like they're asleep.
Right.
Thinking the other one will get up and do something about it.
Right.
But when the screaming gets really loud, all of a sudden it's like, oh great, it's dying, and I was faking it, you know.
Right.
So you get up and you're so scrambled, your head's so scrambled by that time from sleep. This is boring, but it's anyway.
This is helping
people. Let me get to
people.
the thing anyway. Yeah, because you could see this really at 5:30 in the morning on public access, but.
Literally, this show will be on public access at 5:30 in the morning. That's where the real money is.
But I found this out, that the thing that really breaks up gas is peppermint. And the thing that's perfect, especially when you're sleep deprived, and it's perfect for this time of year, is candy canes. Because you can stick your finger through the candy cane, and just sort of stick it in the kid's mouth, and the kid can't swallow it, but it'll, you know, suck on it, and it will break up the gas in him, and you can just go back to sleep with your finger on this thing.
That's the laziest thing I've ever heard of. You're recommending something where you're not even awake. You're just saying...
You just stick this in their mouth, and they'll suck on it. And the nice thing is they can't grab the whole thing down, and you can, you know, get a little rest and be even more rested to give them even more love and attention later in the day.
That's very nice. That made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I think that helped a lot of people.
I hope so.